Greetings, my excellent friends. We finished San Francisco and the last Disney World of the game. And the big finale looms, but we do need to do one last gummy ship section first. It's a little shorter than the one in the middle. It doesn't have a super boss in it. And the fact that we have the best ship means it should be reasonably quick. So I imagine we'll be able to get started on the world beyond it today as well, which is good, because we did lose a day. Sort of for the best, because not only was Demon Dragon away yesterday, glad to hear everything went well with your medical stuff, and that you're hopefully not having to go back now, I think. I don't know if that was specified, but not only that, but Guan Bush sends me a message saying, yeah, so my internet's been out for a few hours. So if I had streamed yesterday, nobody would have been here except for possibly Ark, possibly quieter folks. So yeah, that worked. Ryuzaki, you appreciate Orin's theme, probably your favorite Final Fantasy character. I was trying to think of what music suits space travel and gummy ship stuff, and I'm like, yeah, it's sufficiently BP and kind of. It isn't a theme to do with outer space, but it could be. Your internet didn't come back for 8. You said 90 minutes when you messaged me, but I think you also hadn't had it back at that point, so I never got more information on when it came back. Ryuzaki, you have fixed a problem that has been 5 years running, and you now have a stable internet line. You had to fix that yourself? Or you finally got the attention of the people who could fix it? You had no internet for a good 10 hours. Jesus. I mean, okay. Ravalia has had worse because she had no power for multiple days, multiple times. However, that doesn't make that less Jesus. Aqua must have a heart of steel to go more than 10 years without a friend. I hope we can reunite her with Ventus and Terra soon. Heart tag Master Aqua. Heart tag Welcome Home. Heart tag Thank You. Heart tag Decade in the Dark. Heart tag Destiny Islands. Well, I mean, we've already got Ventus. And can I say, that Chamber of Repose or Chamber of Waking, or whichever one he was in, real good on the skin, because like I can understand Aqua not aging because the Realm of Darkness doesn't progress time properly, and I can kind of understand Terra's body not aging because they spent most of that time separated into Heartless and Nobody, which are kind of like half mystical creatures. But how the fuck does Ventus still look 15? Just because he didn't have his bits in there, like the body was just lying somewhere in a corner, like we should come back to him just heavily bearded and quite a bit taller. Ryuzaki, you live in a duplex. The only way for the super/landlord to fix it would be to run a new line through the whole thing. So you had to get a letter of consent from your ISP just to drill one yourself through the wall. Yeah. Dealing with ownership stuff and permission to do things to your own home is not
You wanna see our new gummy blocks?
terribly fun. I haven't looked at this store in ages. But yeah, they have a bunch of gummy ships that you can only buy once, so I may as well, like, for collector's purposes, get all of these that I'm never gonna use. don't spend all of your money there. The G ones don't buy because you can get multiples and they're not going to disappear from the shop. But these cheaper ones can be bought and then they disappear forever. The special weapons are connected to an achievement. Yeah, so I should buy those out, you're right. And I did. And the ships as well. It's more. If this stuff was more expensive, I wouldn't, but because this is all like less than 1,000 each, let me pull it out. If we really need to grind for money later, I don't think that's difficult either. Anything's easy with easy codes. There. So, more waypoints. One more world to find. 4 bosses in the new area called the Eclipse. Kill more Heartless, and do that whenever. 1 more special weapon. 1 more treasure sphere. Another set of blueprint fragments. 3 more constellations. Yeah, there's only 6 battles compared to 17 in Misty Strait. Only 6 battles, and 2 of them are tied to, there's sort of a twist with this area. You can't really see it here. But this gummy ship area is going to be a bit different to start. We have to start in this waypoint. And it looks pretty simple, right? It looks pretty small. The 3 waypoints are really close to each other. And you got the treasure spheres not too far away, and just the one world. Like, it looks tiny, right? So it must be really easy to navigate. Right? Yeah, I got the right team of ships. I've got the repair kit equipped, which I don't really need, but I don't think I need a special weapon either. Because we just destroy everything. So yeah, let's go to this chill, small... Hang on, what the fuck? Yeah, so welcome to the Death Star. Remember the Assault on the Dreadnought mission from Kingdom Hearts 2 and how it was in this giant space station Death Star looking thing? We had to go inside and navigate? Yeah, they've done that again with their new gummy ship system. Only this time it's free roam, but you start in the heart of it. Now, we have to navigate a bit carefully because we need to find shit like this. 5 of the blueprint fragments are in here. And because the map's kind of like a radar, it doesn't really do depth very well, we need to make sure we get 5 before we leave. Because the whole area is not this station. But the opening is. And I think we have to fight as well, an enemy or 2 to get out. There's one that's right on top of us now, except that way, below. So I'm going to be moving pretty slowly through here and making sure I don't miss anything. I think this is the only way out. Especially because they don't have you flying up and down too directly, so I don't know that they have a straight up or a straight down path. But yeah, pretty quickly we have 2 choices. This place looks very Lego-y. Yeah, look, Gummy Ship and Lego are not that far apart. Let me get rid of all of these so that I can see this area better. This is where the verticality problem becomes kind of annoying, because it's difficult to actually aim your weapon. As you move the camera, your weapon isn't really pointing logically where you think it is. But hey, we can get EXP. We like that. Did not mean to do that. Didn't take me anywhere though, because we were right on the edge. I do wish we had some sort of gummy ship treasure magnet where I could maybe shoot these things and collect them from that. Doesn't work. What is happening now? I'm stuck on a wall. There we go. Okay, so we came out the top there. This tunnel doesn't actually go anywhere. I thought it did, but no, it's just within it. Like, it just takes you to the top and bottom of this area. I guess if you don't kill the lasers. So there really is only one way to go. Well, apart from the fact that there was that other path we didn't take, the red one. But that's okay, I don't mind there only being one place to go, because the more this path splits, the more confusing it will be to navigate. Can I get all this EXP? I'm moving too quickly is the problem. I can't make this circle happen because my ship is too good. Alright, these three are the last ones. There we go. Fucking hell, this way. You can now warp to a new location. Interesting. I didn't see a waypoint or anything. Okay, so there's a second level down here. There's tons of places to whack my ship into walls. If hitting walls lost you HP in this, I think I'd already be dead. But despite all of that, and despite the 2 levels and the horrible navigation in this section, I think it is once again still a linear path. Oh my god, go up! Thank you. This is horrendous to travel there. Because yeah, we came out that way. Like, they just don't need this. They don't need this to be 2 levels. with a bunch of little holes, and then otherwise, like if they just removed that middle, this would be much less crashy. Here we are. Is there a purple crystal somewhere here? Looks like there's one right up on me, but I don't see it. Get rid of these laser blasters before I... go up. There it is, it's up. Do not go into that warp tunnel, or not. Turn around. Now that is number 4, so maybe numbers 2 and 3 are through the red path that I didn't take. More of these are there. That it? Oh, looks like I got all of them but one. There we go. He's as dead as the rest. Very good. Nope. One more. I guess they don't do their lasers until you're close. I was judging how many were left based on how many lasers were fired. There's no lasers now. Okay. Come in through there, come out through that one. Still linear. Very good. I like linear, that means I'm not going to be confused. Now warp to a new location again. We have the red path coming out this way, which we could take backwards, but I think I'm going to keep going forward because we can warp back to the beginning to take the red path.
Is it a dead end?
And here we have a boss. No boss could stand up to the power of the Golden Highwind. If you wanted the bosses in this area to hit, maybe you shouldn't have put the Schwartz guys to the midway point. Just a suggestion.
Oh!
Oh!
Guys, just look at this place.
Bam! And there we have the Keyblade Graveyard. Oh no. Right, well, we're not done in here. Maybe instead of warping, I'll just go straight to it. There's got to be at least one blueprint in here. Feels like there's a few. I can see on the map, like, 4. One of which can't be read, but, yeah, this is complicated. Does that break? Eventually. Is that a landmine? Will it just break if I hit it? Yes, it will also hurt me, but not very much, so who cares? There, that's a blue crystal. Yeah, I thought so. Shame, I want red ones, but still get it off the map. This is the part you remember being really annoying. Oh my god, yeah, there's a red crystal, but that is actually a wall. Because, yeah, there's 3 more in this space station. Now, they might not all necessarily be in this path. Maybe there's another entrance or something somewhere. But my hope is that the 3 that I can see on my map are the 3 that I'm looking for. Damn it. I just want to get rid of these. Since I have so much health, why not do it fast? Because I don't want to be crashing into them while I'm actively trying to navigate. It's bad enough that I'm going to be crashing into the goddamn wall all the time. It's... They're meant to be, like, hazards that you're trying to avoid running into, and I'm finding it hazardous to... because I keep missing them. Right, so there is a tunnel there. There's 97,000 more fucking landmines up top. That's what I said. If ramming walls hurt the ship, I'd already be at the back of the main menu with a game over. Because, like, I'm always like the camera angle. As much as this is the best and most interesting that Gummy Ship has ever been, it still is very flawed. Like, it is quite poor to control. The camera and the ship do not communicate with each other well. And the fact that you rather than, like, the controls is toggle on, go forward, don't move, right? While your sticks are trying to aim. And I've never enjoyed that control scheme in anything. But because it's 3D, yeah, you just will not go the way you think you're going. Because you expect to go forward to the camera, but you're actually going forward to the ship, and so if your ship is... I guess I should press that button more to, like, tell me where my ship is pointing per the camera. Alright, so we've got this. Where is the way in? Is that it? It looks like it. not want to press that button. I want to press the fire button, and now I'm out of sync with it. Here we go. That's number 5. We found 4 and 5, which is interesting. But we need 2 and 3 as well. The lack of 2 3D... Yeah. The 3D boundaries. The fact that your verticality is incredibly... Like, you should just be able to point straight down and go straight down, but you can't. You have to, like, massage it, which is a fine choice for certain types of design. Unfortunately, they've melded this choice with the wrong design for it. Like, don't do this section if your controls aren't going to support it. Now is that backwards? I think this is below, right? So I don't want to go. I want to do that. I want to go up. Will you take me up? Yes. This is the up section of it, which is the way out. Which I'm hoping leads me to more crystals. Yes, indeed, there's one. Could have easily missed that one, too. Because that air current sent me past it. We just need number 2 now. Hopefully it's this way and I haven't missed it in the other path. But the good news is once we've got those 5, we've basically explored the ship. And the rest of it is a much more normal gummy area. What is shooting? That is a ring. That is a regular one. I didn't want not want a regular one. It looks like it's to our right. Hopefully that's where this is going. Yeah, there it is. Wait, stop. Stop, let me out. Jesus. Alright, well, we've found all of the bits, so now... Now I just want to see this area to its conclusion. Yeah, that's what I thought. So it takes us back into the center. To the waypoint where we started. Cool. But we should be able to embark Gummy Bridge 7, Airlock, and Battle Site. Battle Site, I believe, is the furthest ahead. That should be where we fought the guy. Skip going through another tunnel again, right? Yeah, the boss is still there, but let's just go wide of it. Or not. Alright, there we go. That set us free. Now that's the ship! And that's our eventual destination. But before we do that, let's do our exploration. Right up here we have a constellation. Ultros, everyone's favorite laughing octopus.
Let's see.
There's two more. We can see the largest stars that I think are a part of it, but we do need to get further to the area. Looking for Bismarck.
Let's see.
Somewhere. I don't know if he's further up or further down.
Let's see.
Oh, there.
Let's see. Let's see.
Still no? Close do I have to get?
Let's see.
That close. Bismarck. One more down there. First of all, let's do some space vandalism.
Let's see.
I need to get these rocks out of the way, I think. And unfortunately, these rocks aren't the destructible kind. I think they would be.
Let's see.
There we know. No?
Let's see.
There you go. Omega. And we get the Stargazer achievement for finding and photographing all constellations. So, let's maybe get those waypoints and treasure spears. You'll do. You're a big and obvious waypoint. Maybe turn now and try to get the treasure spheres? Where being the key question, but my map says there's one directly in front of me. There you are. Omega there is like the second best ship in the game. You used it to do all the... Yeah, if you're willing to wait and you don't want to do Schwarzgeist way too early... What a trap or something? You should use that. But if you want to get it done in Misty Stream, then... Basically, if you're too impatient for your own good. EXP. Only 2 levels. What a rip. Which treasures? There, yeah, so there's another one to my left and on. More upwards than down. Yeah, okay, so it's still a little to the left of this. I see it. But yeah, I like this gummy area because it's very, like, it's very brown, but, like, it is the sort of what would the Keyblade Graveyard look like if it was an asteroid field in space? Is the question that they asked when they made this. Like, it suits the area that it's, here for. It's easy to say, oh, it's dark and dreary and uglier than the others, and that's true. But yeah, it's supposed to be. We should head upwards now. The other two are super high up. Fluorite? Really? Electrum I'll take. I'm happy that we got a couple of Electrums there, but fluorite? Even Damascus I would be side-eyeing a bit. Like, can't we buy that now? May as well get that pink crystal because that's going to be the next thing I'll be gathering. And that is it on Treasure Spheres. Yeah, Damascus. Woo. That is number 13. Okay. That is number 14. It's pretty northward. Where is the other... The other waypoint is this way? I do not see it, and I hope that it is not in the space station, but then again, it appears that I'm far too far to the left, so... Ah, there it is. And there's 15, so I guess there's all of the, late ones. What does that make this one? 10? You number 10? You're number 12. Okay. That's good. 12, 13, 14, 15. 6 and 7 are in roughly the same spot as 12. But there must be a huge verticality difference. Maybe if I go south. There's more down here. That is 6. Left wondering about 7, but I do see one to my right on the radar, so let's turn and look for it. Okay, we're on it now. Because it is way below. Okay, I'm glad I checked. I was about to conclude it was a blue one inside the ship. Now we just need to wrestle with the 3D controls to try and go downwards enough to shoot this fucker. Seven? 7. What I'd like is 10, because 10 is far off to the side. And it's like away from the ship and all, so it should be out in this field. Directly on it, which is interesting because I am in the middle of fucking nothing, but I don't see anything below me, so it must be in the sky. I do see large rocks in the sky, and above those large rocks could be a crystal. And it's blue! My disappointment is immeasurable and my minute is ruined. There is another one. You see how there's these yellow diamonds on the map? I reckon that one on the left has a crystal with it, because it looks like there's something behind it. Yeah, look, I see it. It's red. I was getting lied to by the much less interesting yellow diamond. It was camouflaging the... If I destroy this money block, we'll see the crystal symbol right there. Yeah, I can see it. It looked just a little bit different from the other three. The fact that the other three yellow ones were there helped. So I was like, hey, that one looks like it's covering a light blue diamond. That is number 10. That is the one I want. So we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, I think? Or maybe we don't have 11. Let's find out. We need 8 and 9 and 11. Okay, we need 8 and 9 and 11. They're all on the left side. Which we're not really going to right now, but eventually. Here, it's this way. We got a crystal right on us now. I don't know if that's going to be up or down. That is a blue. Get rid of it. Don't think there could be anything up from there. Eight and 9 are sort of right on that waypoint, actually. So let's head to the waypoint. Right on doesn't necessarily mean at the same verticality, though. So maybe let's head this way to that. There, okay, that's a blue, unfortunately, but getting it off of the map makes it easier to narrow down to the ones we actually are looking for. There's a pink. I'm gonna say that this one's 9? It might be 8. If it's the answer will decide which direction I go. It is 9. Okay, that's what I thought. Because 8 is dead on. What is that? That must be a battle. That pink thing, it looks like a snake. That must be a battle. Here it is. There's 8. And then we're looking for 11, which is in the northwest. There it is. Okay, Gummy missions. Obtain the Special Plus Blueprint Shooting Star. That is a very colorful ship. We still need to discover the last world. That's the last thing we'll do, basically. We need to get 3 more boss battles. That's a lot. Considering there's only 6 fights, 4 of them being bosses is quite a lot. We need more special weapons. I think that's just for getting all of them. Finished treasure spheres, finished constellations. And we finished blueprint fragments as well. Yeah, so interestingly, the difficulty stars, the 2 that aren't bosses here are still 5 and 4 on difficulty, and then we got 2 more 4 bosses and 1 5. If I take a look at where the enemies actually are, 5 and 6 are at the very bottom and the very top of the space station, respectively. And then numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4 are sort of like in the cardinal directions. So the one we fought was right in front of the Keyblade Graveyard. But number 2 should not be far from where we are. Is number 2... What is it again? Records. Yeah, number 2 is the 5-star normal, so that's that. Oh, I see. They're in, yeah, these little bays like the one that I came out of before, except I don't think you can enter any of these, because there's no more explorable inside of the ship. So these ones are just a bunch of closed doors, but you get a fight in them. So I need to go to the 4 corners and to the bottom before I can unlock the one at the top. And I don't think we'll finish the gummy missions because I reckon we'll still have to grind hardness. I think there's a 9999 mission after the 5000. Might not be, but I think there is. That said, I'm not going to stop and do that now. I would do that in post-game shenanigans. There just isn't any left. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's interesting. Does the one on the bottom count for that as well? I didn't notice that happen when I beat the first one. But it has been done because you can see that its side is lit up. Yeah, here's the last boss. Just isn't there yet. And we need to go get these other two lit up, as well as the worm that's down below. At least I thought it was a worm. Sorry I didn't notice it because he was inside the ship. So yeah, how many Heartless have I think I was at like 3,500. I need 1,000 more for this one. Which we're unlikely to get because this is just kill 200. And then there's three bosses, which don't usually have a high number of Heartless in them. In here. Hello? The Supreme Warrior. Supreme Warrior is a bit pathetic. Yep. Let's go see the one at the bottom. There's the... yeah, two more. Colossus Pyramid and Supreme Warrior Slayer. We got two more down there. Down here and fight Mr. Wormy. Oh, it's a shark! Scarlet Shark! Scarlet Shark has friends! Friends didn't help it. Your Death Star has had a baby. Isn't that just the same thing we already fought, but different color? Well, alright. The Omega Machina. When is this gonna swap to A? Okay, never mind, we're fine. Is Side-Eye in that health bar being like, am I in trouble? I'm side-eyeing it again. Am I in trouble? $250? An A rank? 250? There we go. Okay. Not in trouble. Especially not because it had a third phase anyway. Good on you for making me scared even at this late juncture with the almighty fucker-up Armageddon ship. Holy shit, a fourth phase! How many phases have you got? You're about to make me use my healing kit. It's supposed to be the final boss. Yeah, but the Schwartz guy's kind of... How to break that? Yeah, look... There was a video I watched about the whole super boss problem in RPGs, and I do agree that it's kind of... The problem of what to do with optional push it to the limit hard difficulty content in stat-based games, right? Do you do it like the standard Final Fantasy side where you can... kind of like how Clair Obscur does it, where you can level up to maximum, become a god, fight the optional super boss, and then have an incredibly, laughably easy actual story climax in which you just womp stomp the real final boss? Or do you force your players to finish the main game first and then unlock harder things in the post-game? Like Kingdom Hearts 2 doesn't let you fight Dada Xemnas until you finish the game once. Which isn't the whole post-game, but, like, it's enough. There's several that you can't do until you finish the game, right? But the downside of that is, once somebody rolls credits, they have a good chance of stopping and being like, well, that's enough. Personally, I don't think that the latter problem is as bad as the former one, and I do like the idea of a game making me finish it first, because if it doesn't, like, I always do the final ending last, right? But if the game forces me to do otherwise, then I sort of begrudgingly do so. And that might be better off for me, even if I grumble. Really, what I always thought that should happen is that final bosses or final sequences should just level up with you. Like, no, they don't need to be as hard as the super boss, but there's a difference between super boss level difficulty where they're trying to kill you the whole time versus stat adjusted regular challenge. I think if you show up to the final boss at level 99, then the final boss should be level 99 as well. If you show up to the final boss at level 50, then the final boss should be level 50. That way, you would alleviate the problem. But yes, we did in fact... Oh, it doesn't actually show it here, but we did in fact get an Orichalcum Plus for that last one. Was that for the A rank or just for beating it? That is the highest score, too. If we look at the scores here... 1 million is usually the A rank threshold, but for this one, it was 2.5 million for A rank, and we got 3.2 million. Next highest was 16. Like the Schwarzgeist is just 1 million. Like the Schwarzgeist actually doesn't have a lot of a score vector, despite how long it takes. Anyway. We also get the Keyblade, the Keyblade gummy for getting all the special weapons. But yeah, we've basically finished here. We just need to tick off Keyblade Graveyard and grind some Heartless. There's also the Silver Will method, in which the super boss is actually a required story boss, it's just that you're allowed to lose. Yeah, that's an interesting way, isn't it? What he's referring to is a game called Trails in the Sky, which is very good. But yeah, there's a sequence in which this dude who... They pull this off especially well because it's a two-part game, right? It's kind of like Golden Sun, The Lost Age, where the second game, or even Baldur's Gate 1, Baldur's Gate 2, where the second game starts you at the same level range that you finished the first one off of, and just ratchets things up. So a character who is effectively a late-game boss for the sequel shows up and fights you in the final hours of the first game, and you don't really know who he is. And he's just bullshit, right? He's even stronger in the sequel, I think, but like only on paper stat terms. Like when you fight him in the sequel, you're supposed to beat him. Whereas here, his stats are, I think, they're not impossible, but they are higher than anything you'll face in the game, and so he can beat you, and he probably will. But I think you get a reward for winning, or at least you get a different cutscene. I know that I saved beforehand and made sure I beat him, and I think a lot of people would fall into either the camp of standing there, stomping their feet, and making sure they beat him for as long as it takes, or just being like, fuck this, try it once, fail, and move on. But that is quite cool as a thing. The downside being that you don't really prepare for him, because he just gets thrown at you. Good luck. But the way that game works, you can work around all that. Trails is kind of an anti-grinding game because I think it's like every time you level up, the enemy gives you half as much EXP as it used to until it becomes nothing. So there is a soft cap for like every single area, and I hit that cap every single area because it was a good cap. It was a strong feeling level at every single area, and it was a nice little guided method of being like, hey, this is about as strong as you want to be right now. Didn't take long to get it either. Anyway, yeah, we're basically done. We carry on to the graveyard now, unless I want to stop and grind 800 hearts. I might do that just to see if there's a 9999, because I don't know if there is or not, but I think there is. Let me, Number 2 is the one that had the highest number. But I don't think I'm going to do that. This way, ain't it? Yeah. Go! I ran out of boosts. I didn't realize I wasn't actually going. I was just boosting. I wasn't actually, my engine wasn't on. Several versions of Olympus, and we never fight the Cyclops, despite being plot important in the movie. I guess because the plot is focused more on everything Hades related. No, I haven't seen that movie in 5 years and don't remember a Cyclops being in it. I just thought I'd have a 50-50 chance of being correct. May as well roll the dice, you know? But I guess for Square, the Colosseum was always a place to throw their characters in as bosses. Like, yes, they gave you Cerberus, and yes, they gave you 2 Titans up until Kingdom Hearts 3, which didn't use the Colosseum. It is a shame that I can't summon this enemy back. We would need to do it 3 times. Or would it be faster to go to the other place? I don't know where all the enemies spawn over here. This one I know where to go. Let's turn around. Oh, and there was the Hydra as well in Kingdom Hearts 2. Really, I think there's just too many monsters in that property. Needed some room save for other Disney worlds. But Kingdom Hearts 1 was a lot better at giving you battles with actual... Like, other than the Trickmaster and Monstro being a world instead of a fight, it was pretty much always an actual character that you fought with. They could have had a Data Olympus? Oh, God. Dream Drop Distance was a badly executed game. You know, if I was going to place a bet on the first thing I would hear from Celestia Ludenberg's mouth on the topic of poor executions, I wouldn't have guessed Dream Drop Distance, but you're not wrong. Deep Jungle only gets half a point, since Not Clayton gets conked out halfway through. Yeah, Clayton and Stealth Sneak was very much a... Like, okay, they did that well, though. Because the point was that he had fallen to darkness. Like, he was not himself. Whereas the other Disney villains were just using the Heartless while having the strength of will enough to still be who they were. So Clayton being backed up by an actual Heartless makes sense. It was certainly a lot cooler than Mother Gothel and Hans just giving way to giant monsters and not actually appearing at all in the series. I can sort of understand not fighting Frollo in Hunchback of Notre Dame because I don't think that old man would make for a decent boss fight. However, they probably could have done something transformative with him, yes. Same way how Clayton probably wouldn't have been a good boss fight on his own. Just dude with shotgun. Yes, the gun's powerful, but We're an anime protagonist. What the fuck a bullet gonna do? Well, not a bullet, shotgun shells, but anyway. Yeah, the random gargoyle dream eater at the end of the City of Bells needed to be a metaphor about lust. Yeah, just make it a satyr and give it a big bulge. That's suitable for Kingdom Hearts, right? There, gummy mission complete, and I was wrong, I only need to do it 2 more times. But we get a new one, of course. 9999. So I don't want to grind that right now. I think that would be a very anticlimactic use of my time when I could be going to the fucking Keyblade graveyard. But that means we'll have to finish our gummy missions in the post-game. Well, they couldn't give you MCP as a boss in the Tron world because MCP wasn't a character in the movie they were adapting. But I don't want to talk about the grid. That I would argue is probably the worst adaptation they ever had. But a lot of that comes down to the fact that Tron Legacy was not a good movie to use, and the whole Rinsler thing sucks. But anyway. Keyblade Graveyard! Aqua must have a heart of steel to go more than 10 years without a friend. Something about that sentence is weird to me. Man, she must be a cold-hearted bitch to be on her own for that long. Woo! Just picture that every character here has been crammed into the 3-seater gummy ship for the entire past hour and a half.
It's time. The Keyblade Graveyard is up ahead.
Someone's coming.
Huh? So, Leonard Nimoy by this point has passed away. I mentioned before that we have 2 recasts for this character, because the actor who plays Master Xehanort right here and right now also died before they could record him for the DLC. The DLC is kind of like a story extension. It's not... We're not going to have the voice swapping between the two. It's its own module that we play later. But it kind of repeats some events in a new light kind of way. It's strange. The Remind DLC is strange. But anyway. So we have here Rutger Hauer, who, while a fine actor in his own right, Blade Runner, hobo with a shotgun, is kind of the weakest of the 3 Xehanorts in my opinion. But part of that comes down to the fact that I think he doesn't sound like the same man as the other 2. whereas Leonard Nimoy and Christopher Lloyd sound different, but similar enough in tone that you can buy them both as Xehanort, whereas right now he just kind of sounds like we've got Master Xehanort at home. No offense to the dead.
Legend has it that darkness once covered the world.
Also, Rutger Hauer has an accent. I think he's Danish, or Swedish, or Norwegian. He's one of those three. And he does not change or hide that accent, which is fine, except this is not a character that he's originating. So why does Master Xehanort suddenly have an accent? He shouldn't. He loses it again when they recast him again. Now, you could argue, well, maybe Rutger Hauer never studied how to change his accent, and plenty of actors don't do that. Plenty of actors just have one voice. That is totally fine. But you're doing voice acting on a recast. I don't blame him so much as the person who thought he was a good idea.
We know so little about the Keyblade War, only that it was just the beginning. If ruin brings about creation, what then would another Keyblade War bring? When the darkness falls, will we be found worthy of the precious light the legend speaks of?
Admittedly, when I heard about this casting, I was worried, because the only other thing I had seen him in up to that point that was in, like, recent, it felt to me like he was there for the paycheck and wasn't working very hard. And I can't say I was disabused of that when it got to here.
Or will all of creation be instead returned to the shadows?
I think the Japanese original actor for Master Xehanort had died too. But in that case, they actually replaced him with his son, who I believe turned in a pretty accurate performance, which is a lot easier to do when you're related, but yeah.
Today we will recreate the legend and see.
But first, your light shines far too brightly. It must be extinguished in order for the truth to be seen.
That is one veiny ass
Only
head.
when your hopes have been broken by battle upon battle can the key be claimed to Kingdom Hearts.
I like that we have Master Xehanort, and then we have the two bros, and then we have the two little boys. Send in the kids! 5. Yeah, that's a very good point, Ravalia. Very old person is a difficult role to fill for a series that takes this long to make. Okay, so what you do, quite literally, what you do is you don't cast people in their 70s and 80s to play characters in their 70s and 80s. If you know that it's going to be a video game and that you're going to be making these for 30 fucking years, you cast someone in their 50s or 60s who can just add some gravel to it. Or someone who is in their 50s and 60s but already sounds that bloody old. Because some people do. You plan ahead. I get it, though. They wanted Leonard Nimoy. I can't blame them for wanting Leonard Nimoy. Who doesn't want Leonard Nimoy? And Christopher Lee, right? Like, yeah, they cast legends for a reason. I don't know how they... Anyway, it makes sense, but yeah, the way you get away with that is you don't actually have to cast to the age in animation and voiceover. You don't. I say that as someone whose pet peeve is adult women voicing kids and sounding like adult women voicing kids instead of sounding like kids. I do like it when a voice sounds authentic to the age that they are. However, it's a lot easier to get away with that on the other end, right? Like a woman in her 30s trying to sound like a 12-year-old boy is a lot more likely to fail than a woman or a man or anybody in their 50s and 60s trying to sound 20 years older. So it's very different.
And break you is what we shall do. It has been etched.
Well, that's 5.
Look at how many there are!
Okay, gang, get ready.
Behold, the 13,000 darknesses.
Back at ya! Yeah, got him! There! Yeah! Here we go! Yeah!
Also, there's Unversed here as well as Heartless. Because Vanitas is here.
It's over!
Now, just like in Kingdom Hearts 2, a lot of these guys aren't really here. This isn't Dynasty Warriors, unfortunately. Man, I would play the shit out of Kingdom Hearts Warriors. The shadows are just gifts. Yes.
Yeah! Back off!
Oh, that didn't work. Yeah, you know, I think he's dead.
Later! Back off! Back off! Thunder! Here we go! Back off! I know what to do! You're up! I'm ready! Okay!
I like how the other Guardians are supposedly all fighting, but we just get sword on Goofy. It's big enough for you to buy it, but I do think it's a shame.
Go, go, go! Back off! Back off! Heal! It's over! So long! There! Yeah! Back off! Back off!
But yeah, this is the big deal. This isn't the Battle of the Thousand Heartless. We got nobody's Unversed.
Back off!
The only thing we don't have is Nightmares.
Back off! Water!
Which is fine, because nobody misses them.
Take this! Flare! Go get him! Light!
This one's not too bad. I just don't like the music change.
Bring it in!
Oh yeah, here's that thing we've only ever done once before, and only ever will once more. Now.
Hell, look at them all. They just keep coming.
Choo choo!
Get him! Gotcha!
Meanwhile, the forces of evil are watching this from a nearby mountaintop like,
Get him!
what the hell is that?
Gotcha!
I don't know. They just summoned a train out of nowhere.
Get him! Gotcha! Get him!
La, 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 la,
Get him!
la, la, la.
You're
Okay.
gonna like this!
I don't think they will. The what goes up principle. Very good. Final blow ability. And we learn glide. Hold B while in midair to glide across great
Everybody
distances.
else has gone on ahead.
Fucking what do you mean? What?
We gotta move!
They just fucking left! Everybody else thought we were fucking around too much, so they just went ahead. It was around about when we pulled out the train. They were like, nah. I don't want to associate with these gentlemen. We got some new characters here. We got Ventus, one of the 3 Keyblade wielders who trained under Master Oedicus. His heart fell into slumber at the end of the battle over the Keyblade more than a decade ago. Since then, Aqua has kept his body hidden away in the Chamber of Waking. Ventus's deep connection with Aqua was what ultimately woke him from his sleep within Sora's heart. Why would you put a sleeping dude in the Chamber of Waking? You're just making fun of him. Anyway, Riku Replica, who is currently residing in Riku's heart, an environmental replica created by the former Organization 13, using combat data taken from Riku. He dueled the real Riku to prove his right to exist, but lost and was destroyed. His heart wandered the realm of darkness, eventually taking refuge alongside Riku's heart after the two were reunited. I think that happened earlier? Like towards the start of this game? They just sort of obfuscated a little bit? This was when Riku and Mickey first went to rescue Aqua that... So, like, he hasn't been with Riku since Chain. He joined up more recently after spending a lot of time wandering as a lost soul in the ROD. We have 6 chests to get here, not very many. That's it for now. They saw you blowing up the area and decided... That's true, actually, yeah. They went away because they saw that we were about to fucking nuke the planet. But yeah, here we are. And we've got the Keyblade Graveyard music straight out of Birth by Sleep, which I do like.
Yeah!
It occurred to me that I hadn't, when I was like entering this world, oh shit, I have not saved since the stream started, so all of that gummy ship stuff was it wasn't really at risk because the game auto-saves. Also, look at that, we got Kairi. We got Kairi as our save file character. I think most of the Guardians of Light are now eligible while we're in the Keyblade Graveyard. You can equip Glide and Final Blow. I don't think you were paying a lot of attention. We did that minutes ago. Haha! I don't mean to gloat. I do. How are these merits looking, by the way? Yeah, there's still one more. At some point in the post-game, I'll try and knock these off. They just seemed like something I didn't want to worry about. Like, they feel tacked on, because they kind of are. Because this is like DLC content, in a weird way. Anyway. Hopefully we're not gonna run into some tornadoes full of endless void heartless. Oh, right, we also have an item slot, don't we? Oh, item. Not accessory, item. That's boring. Never mind. Man, I'll drop an elixir in it, but it's boring. I did pick up a Cosmic Belt, which is a 6 defense. Gives you no resistances, though. I find it difficult to justify something that has nothing except defense points, even if it has a lot. I should eat. I don't eat much, to be honest, in this game. Huh? I thought I ate that. I did. Why did it... Well, it doesn't matter. I don't need EXP incentive. More Grand Magic sounds good, actually. There they all are. We got Axel, Kairi, Riku, Mickey, Ventus, and Aqua. Standing still and looking away from us? Doing nothing, just waiting for us to be here so that we can have a cutscene together.
Is everybody okay?
Come on, let's go.
Oh dear.
Terra!
Ven!
Terra! We found you!
Terra, please say you're in there.
Oh, I don't know about in there.
What gives, Aqua?
I know that you're not him.
Huh?
Now let our friend go!
He is their 13th.
The 13th. The 13th. Master. Handsome. Xemnas. Young.
Who
Vanitas.
are you people? And how did you come to have so many
Marluxia.
friends?
Larxene. Luxord. Not Demyx and Vexen, but Sigbar and Syx. Dark Riku, 11. Terra Xehanort, 12. So who are you counting, Mickey? Like, actually, legitimately, I don't know why he's saying 13th here, because I don't know who he is counting. Based on what he should know at this time, I don't know who he is counting. But hey, whatever. More on that later.
today is the day you all lose.
What?
Before you even face the 13, every last one of you will be torn heart from body. But fear not. The Keyblade will still be forged.
We're not gonna lose to you.
I like that. That was the eyes. Those were Master Xehanort's like eye movements, because this version of him is the closest to the Master out of any other except the Master himself. That was the most televised hit in existence. What the fuck, Ventus? Block! It was actually slow motion, but anyway. And then you see her moving like that. Yeah, it's not very good slow motion. It doesn't feel like it's actual slow motion until you're like, yeah. Just seems like they all just slowed down themselves voluntarily. Well, one down.
Ven!
That's it!
Goofy, you'll have to sub in. Ven's been asleep for 10 years. How much HP do you think he has?
Axel!
So we would like to point out here something. Goofy blocked so hard that he got blasted back. Compared to what everyone else has been doing so far, that's the first solid hit on the guy. Anyway, time for some bullshit.
No! Donald! No!
Wanna fly!
So Terra just been atomized. Sorry, Ven. Sorry, Aqua. We ain't getting his body back. That is dust. And yeah, the going joke that isn't even really a joke, like, per their rules, Donald is the strongest caster in the Square Enix canon because... Zeta Flare. I don't know how many flares we've seen at this point, but like Mega Flare, Giga Flare, Terra Flare, Zeta Flare. Final Fantasy 16 has come out since this, so I don't know. I haven't played that. Has the record been challenged yet, or are we still? Is this still nuts? Unfortunately, this was a bit of a Sage Teller moment. Yeah, Terra Flare is what Bahamut yeah, that's it. Like, that's... Terra Flare is what Bahamut used to destroy Eorzea. Now, I guess it was more tightly focused, because if it wasn't tightly focused, I'm pretty sure the Keyblade Graveyard would not exist under their feet right now. But yeah, so Terra Xehanort's dead. Donald's dead. Darkest Timeline, let's go.
Ven!
Axel's concussed.
This
Ven's
can't
dead.
be real.
Huh? Oh. Huh.
Pull it together, Sora. We haven't lost them. They still have their hearts. But we have to protect them.
Right.
We stand together.
Also, the Donald don't from Goofy. Another section that's often been talked about. Like, he knows what the duck's doing. Why does he know what the duck's doing? Did Donald have a restricted section of the magic library phase? Was he meddling with some dark shit? Did Goofy have to pull him back from the brink? Like, did Donald have a Dark Willow phase? Like, what's happening? Or is it just, when a mage casts a sigil on the floor, we got problems.
Mickey, Kairi, Goofy, watch the others.
No! We should all get to safety while we still can!
It's too late for that.
Who are you? And how did you come to have so many friends?
Hey, look, it's Kiko's Raiders. All flying in to greet us. I wonder if they want to be friends. Do you often arrive in a death tornado? Or is that just for today?
It can't be. No.
Aqua!
Well, she put up a good fight. Yoinks! 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 Oh no, I'm getting damseled again! Ah! Okay. Okay, I admit that my wasn't particularly oomphy. Like, I wasn't trying to do it for you don't need to Jesus, just make a note next time. Dude.
Sora!
Been criticized?
They're gone. Kairi, Donald, Goofy, the king. Gone forever.
What about those other three friends? Like, do you not care about them? Whatever.
What do we do? Without them,
I'm powerless.
all my strength came from them. They gave me all of it. Alone, I'm worthless.
I love that he says this to the dude who's still there. I'm alone, I'm alone. And 1,000 Yowie shippers just crumbled to dust. Like, he's right there, my guy. I'm sorry, I don't mean to pause every 2 seconds and undercut the emotional moment, but this scene has been memed to hell. Like, it's... From the Zeta Flare to this, yeah.
We've lost.
Also, this long, lingering ass shot of Sora. Like, what is this camera angle? It looks like an ass wearing a hat.
It's over.
Sora, you don't believe that. I know you don't.
Absolutely not. We haven't even seen Xigbar yet. You're not going to give me a giant climactic final confrontation without the fun character turning up. I mean, come on. Riku? What you doing? It is such a dumb Keyblade. I'm so sorry that you lost the Soul Eater to this horrible, grey, boring ass shit. Like, I know he's outgrown his edgy boy phase, and yeah, the grass skirt was bad, but well, and so, as foretold, darkness prevailed and light expired. Anyway, back to chess.
Checkmate. And so darkness prevails, and light expires. You need a new strategy.
My move, isn't it?
Huh?
It's not over.
Come on, that's not fair. I know I had you.
Yes, you nearly did. But a game's no fun if you know where it's going. There's more to light than meets the eye. I told you.
I believe we call this cheating, Ericus.
Some light comes from the past.
Yeah, that is I pick my king up and move him back to the start of the board. What? No, that's not how anything works. I'm blue, da ba dee da ba da da ba dee da ba da dee da ba da dee da ba dee da ba da dee da ba dee da ba.
Where am I?
Welcome to the final world. Not to be confused with the Keyblade Graveyard, which is what I kept calling the final world. This is the actual final world, even though it's not the final world that we're going to visit. I hate the final world. Can you tell why I hate the final world? It is
Can't
icky.
stay away now, can you?
Huh? Hello?
The name's Chirithy.
Hope you watched back cover. Or played Union Cross.
And this is the final world.
I'm Sora. What's the final world?
There's nothing else beyond this. You've wandered here more than once before on your visits to the Station of Awakening, but I let that slide. The edges of sleep and death touch, and one can't help the occasional crossover.
One can't help the occasional crossover has got to be the funniest sentence that Nomura ever could have put into Kingdom Hearts. Or at least the localizers.
Wait, death?
Yeah, you died.
Yes. The natural end for those whose hearts and bodies perish together. But some persist and arrive here.
My heart and body perished?
But hang on, just 2 worlds ago we had to censor Jack Sparrow from saying 4 of you tried to kill me, and now we're directly tackling the concept of death for the first time in the series? What?
Does that mean...
Something is holding you here, refusing to let you go. You're hanging by a thread.
What about my friends?
I'm afraid that no one else arrived with you. And if they're not here, they're either gone forever, or they're clinging to the world you came from.
I'm going back!
Whoa! How exactly? You can't just wander out like your other visits.
What?
I told you. The other times you came here by your own choice. This time is very different. To become your old self again and return to the real world, you'll have to piece yourself back together in this world first.
Ah! Why am I in pieces?
What? No, not literally, of course. You're conceptually in pieces.
It's a metaphor,
on the inside,
stupid.
who knows? But on the outside, you're just fine.
Oh, okay. You kind of freaked me out there.
Oh, boy. Usually, only a heart can reach the final world. But since you've clearly managed to retain some kind of form, that can only mean your body was cast into this world as well.
Okay, so then if I can find my body, that means I'll be able to go back?
Precisely. But there's a lot of you to find. You're going to be busy.
Yeah. Do you remember that part of Dream Drop Distance was where Riku was going around picking up Soras in the middle of a dive? Yeah, Nomura thought that one was a real funny idea. That's strange. I'm running and running, but I can't get to Papa. Oh, this is hide and seek. I love hide and seek. I'm going to find Papa. He'll be so proud. I can't find him. I give up, Papa. Come out! Come out! I've looked so hard for him. Isn't he looking for me? Wait, that's Papa's voice. I hear his voice. It's that light. I understand now. I just have to run toward that light. Fucking dark, Kingdom Hearts. That's a dead kid.
These must be pieces of me.
We spent so many years together. A lifetime. It wasn't all sunshine and rainbows, of course. We had our share of troubles. Sorrows, too. But all of it is dear to me now. Every minute we had. We got to experience so much. I have no regrets. At least, that's what I thought. Special occasions may stand out, but there's nothing so precious as the quiet days between them. That's what a life is, really. This is the first time we hear about parents in Kingdom Hearts. That's not true. The grid has Kevin Flynn and Sam Flynn. They're father and son. Did I matter? Did I matter? Was I ever there at all? I thought I'd found my place, surrounded by people I trusted, but look there, I'm gone, yet they go on meeting up just the same. The table's set wrong, there are too many glasses. Oh, added a new member, have they? That didn't take long. That was my seat. That was my place at the table. Their glasses clink against the newcomers, one after the next. No, this is not my place. Maybe it never was. I kept telling everyone we were just friends, but he crept into my head, into my heart. It started to feel weird being together. I stepped back and he never stepped in to close the distance. I wonder how he saw it. I wonder how he feels. What's this emotion filling me? It's overpowering. I have to respond. I have to tell him how I really feel.
Sora?
Yes?
It's me, Naminé.
Naminé?
I'm so glad that you managed to hold on to who you are.
Why are you here?
I was in Kairi's heart, but then we were struck by a powerful darkness, and I woke up here.
And Kairi?
I can feel her heart. She's fighting with all her strength to keep you from fading away.
So the reason I retained my form in this place...
It's because she's holding you together. Go to her.
I'm trying, but what about you? I can't just leave you stuck here.
It's okay. Really. Kairi is where I came from. So when she's safe again, Kairi is where I'll return.
How can she be back? Didn't they erase Chain of Memories from canon? Did you not play 2? She was in 2! We just saw a flashback of her in 2!
Naminé, I know that I'm supposed to thank you. The datascape doesn't count. I need to say the words myself. But not like this. You and Roxas can't tell me you're okay with this. I know how much you're hurting. I felt that pain through Roxas.
He's the one they all miss. It's not me.
Wrong! What about me? Kairi, Donald, Goofy, the King. Roxas too, he misses you. And someone else special I know won't let you down.
Sora, thank you.
Well, then I'm gonna go save Kairi, so at least you'll be free of this place. Okay?
Oh, wait.
Huh?
While sifting through memories, I spoke to Terra, the Keyblade wielder you've been looking for. He has a strong will, and it keeps him tethered to the realm of light. I'll try tracing that connection. Maybe that'll be enough to tip the scales in the other direction.
Huh?
He's got a strong will. Yeah, he does. That will beat the shit out of me a damn few times.
Let's just say I've got your back.
That part of you? It reminds me of Kairi. Thanks, Naminé. Oh! That's not the official thank you.
Uh-huh.
Well, see ya.
Be careful.
I found myself here, lighter than before, unburdened, all my pain and responsibility gone. But something in this new ease keeps catching at the corners of my mind. Is it all right for me to be here like this? There is a faint memory, a sound. Others may have found it grating, but it warmed my heart. That crying. I have to find it, embrace it. The sweet weight I carried, my dear beloved burden. There's so fucking many of these. After long years of service, my one regret is that I must pass on before my master. I suspect he will not notice my absence. I doubt he so much as knew my name. Yet how, then, can I explain this sight? The artworks that I was tasked with tending now bear a thin layer of dust. It seems he expressly commanded that none of the remaining staff take up my work. What can that mean, save that he saw me as not as one among many, but as an individual? That he feels my absence, grieves for me. I am awash with gratitude at the thought of it. I must do all that I can to reciprocate. Oh, good. If you're speaking to me, I suppose I must exist. I feel a consciousness, or memories, perhaps. Feelings. They pass through my mind one after the next, but none of it feels real. And that was fine. I'd resigned myself to simply forget, to let it all slip away. But there was one piece I couldn't let go of, a fragment I couldn't forget. Maybe that sliver of memory is what kept me here this whole time. I was defeated. That was supposed to be it. I'd just fade away. Yet a part of me remains. But why? I have no regrets, no reason to cling to this life. I turn these questions over in my head again and again and again and again. I remember our clash, the feeling of exhilaration, of pleasure. Why does this motherfucker sound like Xenos? I can see his face clearly in my mind. He wore the same grin as mine. I would dearly love to cross blades with him again. Rot in piss, motherfucker. I have nothing left to teach you. I had thought those words would make him happy, but it was sorrow that clouded his face. I had shared all I know, my every technique. What more did he seek from me? I never heard the answer. Time passed on, and here we are. But now, since we parted, I think I understand. He wanted the same thing I did. This wasn't just about passing on knowledge, it was a communion, a connecting of hearts. We were always together, practically joined at the hip. We'd wear the same clothes, eat the same food, go to the same places. We were an identical pair, like walking alongside a mirror. So why is it just me here now? There's this feeling, calling to me, pulling at me. And now I share it, feel it as my own. We are always together. Whoever said love and hate are two sides of the same coin is a liar. The second our eyes would meet, we were at each other's throats every time. The idea of us as friends is laughable. I'm finally on my own here. What a relief. Just not as big a relief as I'd thought. It's weird. Something's just missing. Ugh, is that how it works? Did I keep going back for another fight just so we could spend the time together? Yeah, maybe it's not as simple as like or hate. Heart's a complex thing. Wonder if he feels this lonely too. Takes two to have a fight, after all. Surely that's all of these little hearts. Oh, no. Oh, there's another big one. Okay.
Huh? Hello?
Good day.
Oh, cool! You can talk!
You look like a person. Oh? How is it that you retain your appearance? Are you special?
I'm a little hazy on the details.
As are we all.
So, whose heart are you?
No one's anymore. They took away my name. Everything about me.
No way! They couldn't have taken away your heart.
Only because it pines for another.
Yeah? Someone's coming for you?
I cannot be certain. He's been changed beyond recognition. His heart replaced with another's. But were he to regain his old self again, he would be distressed by my absence. So I choose to wait here, where he can find me.
Oh. Good. You have to believe.
Believe? Oh, you mean know in my heart he will return? Without any proof?
Exactly. Believe. I thought it was all over for me, but a friend of mine looked me in the eye and said, "You don't believe that." So, who did this to you? Heartless steal hearts, so... a nobody?
Somebody.
Really? Well, I wish I could help, but my situation's no better.
You must see to the tasks before you first.
The tasks before me? There's so many.
All the more reason for you to make an effort.
Yeah, you're right. I just wish I knew what to do.
Here you are on the brink, and yet you hold on to who you are. You possess a strong sense of purpose, and in that purpose you will find direction.
Thank you. I'm really glad we met. You cheer me up. I hope that friend of yours finds you soon.
Thank you. Me too.
Oh, hey! If I see him, I'll tell him that you're here. What's his name?
Oh, she does tell him. But doesn't tell us.
Our secret.
So yeah, this is, the term Nameless Star is used to describe who that is. And it's one of the mysteries that we are left with for now. We know a bit more about who they are, but can't go into it yet. Guan, yes. The message you sent me, yes. We don't know their name or their appearance yet, but we do know a bit about who they are in terms of their relation to something. So we can get to that a little later. I think we're out of talk-toable stars, I think, hopefully. I don't think there's any other major ones. It's just Naminé and the Nameless Star. I think we move on once we collect all the Soras. That's my concern, is missing any, but I don't think there's any more to get. I don't mind missing any of the dialogue ones, but I wouldn't want to miss a cutscene one. I don't think you can anyway. They'd probably force you to have those two because they're kind of important. Anyway, I think this is the last Sora. There we go. And then we get one of these. That's interesting. That's a Dream Drop portal. Also, Sora's got his face back. Yeah, I don't like this section much either.
What a weird place.
Gather the Phantoms to piece Sora back together. We need to find 111 Soras. I believe you want to find as many as 333 from extra bonuses. Oh, and we can glide now.
I gotta put myself back together. There's no time to waste. See ya!
So hitting this rotates the room?
Yeah! So long!
Now, what happens if we fall? We arrive back at the top. Not too traumatic. Are there any other hidden secrets here, or is it just Sora's? Are there any, like, stars to find, conversation to have, items to get? Weird things? I don't think so. Just Soras doing many things. Yeah, it's a deck of many Soras. At this point, obviously we're kind of stuck without a save point, so I'm going to carry on, but we will be stopping once we get out of this trippy sequence and having to pick up the next phase of the climax on Tuesday. So just be aware of that. We're not carrying too far on once the game allows me. Oh dear. Landed, kind of. But yeah, this is an extremely strange part of the game. How do we feel about the pacing of starting the big confrontation? And then going into this drug trip? Do we like it?
Almost there.
Should probably rotate now. Would be really nice if we could rotate it the other way. Yeah, that's what I want. For this to be the bottom. Yeah, the fact that everybody else vanishes and it just becomes all about Sora, like, part of me wonders, like, hey, what if we were putting together the others, because they all got trapped by the Shadow Tornado? I really like the Arrival cutscene. I like that it's the Terra incarnation that does what he does to everybody. And how Donald and Goofy get moments there. But It definitely is strange pacing to go from that to this. It's also just really hard to catch these guys, honestly. Yeah, so that's the exit. I can leave now whenever I want, but I do think it is, correct to get the permanent stat boosts. It is so hard to correctly go sideways here. But I think I got him. Are there exactly 333? Like, do I have to get every Sora, or is there just shitloads and it's fine? Leeway, very good. It's probably like 500. Yeah, that makes sense. Om nom 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 nom, all of the me's. But yes, apologies if you find this kind of boring. If it makes you feel any better, so the fuck do I. We're about halfway-ish. Damn it. Got him, I think. Terra Xehanort is probably the only one outside of Master Xehanort who never got cleanly defeated, as Aqua beat him with Terra inside him resisting. Terra Xehanort also, logically, should be the strongest of all of them. Because he has the full body of Terra and all of his power as a protagonist, with the full learning and experience and technique of Master Xehanort unfiltered through memory loss. Ansem and Xemnas are fragments of this guy. Young Xehanort is an untested version of this guy, and young Xehanort's better than Ansem and Xemnas. Vanitas is half of a kid. The rest of the Nobody gang are not Keyblade Masters. Terra Xehanort literally should be the apex when he's not handicapped by anything. You would think that the Lingering Will would have shown up. Yeah, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Yeah. Huh.
But he didn't. It's amazing how this doesn't feel like that big of a location, because you're constantly looking at the edges of it and seeing the infinite nothingness out there. But then you turn around a little, and there's another fucking dozen Soras just... Yeah, I'm trying to glide, but, like, there's so much verticality that in a lot of cases it's not as helpful as I'd like it to be. Glide is good when I'm above something, but I'm spending a lot of time below the things that I want to go and get. Without a really good... Like that! And every time you drop out of the glide... But there, yeah, there we go. Maximum HP increase. So that's the first bonus. We need... we're 2/3 of the way done. We need... another 111... to get the last available bonus. It's funny how the game doesn't tell you this is in it. It's just a secret for either people who want to experiment and stick around and collect more Soras, or people who read guides. Hello. Okay, 255. Lots over here. Although the ones that are moving really fast, it sometimes feels like there's more than there are. Because they're constantly repeating. It's like, oh, it looks like there's like 12 there, but there's actually only 2. past that. And you come in here and holy shit, there's 1,000 more. Which is good. We're down to our last 50. Okay, I'm just gonna stand here. They will come back here. To get lower. That's it. Fuck. Yeah, I need one of these.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, it's this.
Yeah.
And then there's still so many! Stop it. This is the weirdest therapy. Last one. Bam.
Oh.
And then it forces you out.
Huh?
I see that you found them all.
Yup.
Then isn't it time that you left?
Get the fuck out of here, kiddo.
Thanks.
What? I'm doing you a big favor here, you know. Don't push it.
Hey, Chirthy, you still look like you, right? Would you like me to help you find your pieces?
Oh, I don't work like that.
I'm actually a 60-year-old man.
So, like, you're waiting for someone to rescue you?
Sort of?
Well, tell me who. I'll find him. Huh?
No. That's okay. He doesn't remember the past. Besides, I'm sure that he's much happier with his new friends. But I'll wait. He'll arrive here one day.
Okay. I'll be back to visit you.
What?
You and me are friends now.
Really? I've missed having friends.
Well, see you around. And thanks.
Huh?
Could I get a hint how to save the others?
Seriously? Are you a Keyblade wielder, or aren't you? Haven't you already learned how to restore someone's heart after it's been lost?
Restore their hearts. Is that the same thing as the power of waking?
I'm not sure, but give it a shot.
No. This'll take all my heart. Okay.
Look for the light in the darkness. May your heart be your guiding key.
Sora, you don't believe that. I know you don't.
Riku! Riku! Answer me! This is Herc's world. Is Riku here?
Yeah, he thought he'd get some training in.
There's nobody here.
Gee, I'm here.
Jiminy! You're okay!
Well, okay might be a stretch, but what are we waiting for? We need to find the others.
Right!
For once remembering that Jiminy Cricket exists. Search for the fallen Guardians of Light, and here we are in Olympus. Also, there's a treasure chest in the final world? What? That must be for later. And we met Chirithi, a curious creature that begrudgingly offered Sora its assistance in the final world. As well as Terra Xehanort, a member of the real Organization 13. This is the Master Xehanort that took control of Terra's body. We can't go backwards. There's no save point yet either. There might be one here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, alright. We'll be stopping in a strange spot, but we should in fact stop here. But hey, we got a Moogle shop. The Moogle must want pictures of Sora's teammates. 11 out of 12. Who the hell did I not take a photo of? Did we forget Baymax? Oh, he's there. You got Jack, Goofy, and Donald. That's 4. Marshmallow, 5. Mike and Sully. Rapunzel. Glenn. Lots of Woody. There's Buzz. There's Hercules. That doesn't make sense to me. Someone somewhere didn't count. The one that we can be certain of is Rapunzel, because her without her hair has to count, because that's the only position she's in at this stage in the game. But we will have to dip into every world and take a photo of everybody until we get the tick. We can synthesize a magic boost and a mega elixir. Most likely Mike or Baymax, quite possibly. We can't go there now. We're gonna have to keep doing the game. In the meanwhile, Nanogear is actually surprisingly low down. Let's fix that. Go to Ultima Weapon? I didn't even know it was there. Missing everything. Wellspring, Lucid, and Pulsing crystals. Wow, that one is level nothing. Let's fix it. Well, if we want to make everything, I'm sure we'll hunt down the crystals. Nanogear, is that better than... I think I just like Wheel of Fate better, to be honest. Then they start taking Wellspring crystals here as well. Is anything nearly... Yeah, these two are nearly done. Also, I don't have the postcard Orichalcum Plus. Anyway. Tuesday. No. I'm not in a hurry to get an ultimate weapon anyway. I don't need it for main story stuff. Post-game, sure, but I don't need it for main story stuff. There we go. And this. Good lord. Okay, there we go. Saturday and Sunday will be, going back into Rivals for Nightmare 4 on zombies on one of the days, and getting the new Peak biome looked at on the other. I'm thinking it's Rivals Saturday, Peak Sunday at the moment, but there's a chance that'll swap if that's better for the people who only play Peak. But other than that, Kingdom Hearts will come back on Tuesday when we will resolve the situation. Hopefully. Fairly well.